Joining us on the line, Lauren from the great band Drama Screen. How you doing today, Lauren? Thanks for joining us.
I'm good, and you're welcome, and thank you.
You've got something really cool happen today. We do this Music Awards fundraiser, and so many cool things are happening today, and you guys have a video release. Tell us about that.
Yes, we've released our music video for the last single on our album. It's called Who Waits. So we just put that out today. We were waiting to release it because COVID kind of put a damper on shooting the video and the location, so we finally got it done.
So Who Waited was all of us, is what you're saying?
Yes. Well, we all waited together.
That's right. So tell us what's going on in the video. How did that all come about?
It had many different rough drafts, and we finally decided that we were going to do like the easiest, because we originally wanted to shoot it in a church, because obviously Who Waits is about I was told to say spiritual warfare for the churches, but it's really about like who waits for you, like the evil side of things. Like there's the devil, but then are there other beings, other things that could be waiting for you, depending on what you've done in life. So we were gonna do it in a church, and every time I would like bring it up, or like the church was like, we have to hear the song. So as soon as they would hear the song, it was a no.
No, devil music.
Yeah, I know. So we finally, like, my dad's remodeling these apartment buildings that he owns, and they're completely demolished right now. So like, but the walls are stripped down and the basement's really creepy. So I asked him if we could use it to do something, and he was like, "Oh, okay." So we finally got the location. Then it was just trying to figure out, what we wanted to do. Basically, it was just trying to give the best quality video without going into too much acting or storyline, because sometimes it gets, caught up. So the whole message of the video is just kind of more like a Drama Scream cult video than a like satanic cult video. If you notice, the circle I sit in is actually not a pentagram, it's the Drama Scream logo, but it looks similar to one. It kind of looks like the heart shape, but it looks like I could be sitting in that, but it's more just like an homage to, metal music or hard rock music and like what we do.
Is that what you guys consider yourself, hard rock or metal?
So it's really hard because it depends on who you talk to, because sometimes we'll play with the bands and they say they're hard rock bands, and then we play and they're like, "Oh, you guys are really heavy." But then if we play with like some metal bands, we're not as heavy as them. So I guess we kind of touch into both sides of it. It depends on the song that we're playing. I would say we're hard rock with like a touch of metal. Like if you had sprinkled a little metal in there, that would be us.
Yeah, who are your influences?
It's weird. My influences change. So, I guess when we were doing this album, for me, I was listening to a lot of. What was I listening to at that time? Like a lot of Killswitch, Engage. I'm a really big fan of their former singer Howard Jones. So like the bigger screams, and then like I like old stuff like Pat Benatar. And I like Linkin Park. Like those are bands that I really like vocally, who influence me. Obviously not musically. Musically, the guys are into like everything. Steve is a big CKY fan, the guitar player. Greg's all over the place. He listens to some crazy stuff. Justin's big on. I mean, I know Justin likes Slipknot, but I don't think it's his biggest influence. I think he's more, not Animals as Leaders. There's another band he really likes. I can't think of it right now.
I'm watching.
Like, it's all over the place. It's literally everywhere.
I'm watching this video. This is actually pretty cool. So you start off going down the stairs, and then there's that video player. That's actually pretty cool. That old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to use that more, but it was a very difficult effect to do without looking cheesy. So we just decided we'd use it as that bar because it was sort of like that.
Yeah.
We got like put into it, sort of, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video, and that came out 4 hours ago. So for everybody out there listening, make sure you go to YouTube, Drama Scream, Who Waits, the official video. Very cool. And then there's, I saw another one where you guys were performing in New York, Who Waits, on out in 2019 in June.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
When
that was right after our album came out.
Yeah. But
well, you just answered my question. I was going to ask you what year it came out.
Yeah, it came out in 2019, so it kind of sucked because we were like, oh, 2020 is going to be great.
Right.
Or it's not.
So besides the video, are you guys working on more material for maybe some upcoming album that we don't know about yet?
So we're back in the studio. The guys just laid down all the instrumental for the upcoming. We don't know if we're going to do an album or an EP. We're going to release singles at a time, and we'll figure out what we're going to call it when it comes there. But I'm going in for vocals this month, and we're supposed to have a single out soon. We also have a version of Frenic coming out that is very different than the original.
Really? Because I really love that too.
Yeah, we remade Frenic, so it's structurally it's there, and vocally it's similar, but the choruses I completely changed. It's just really different. It's very, very different. It's kind of like a stripped down version of Frenic.
And you probably planning this for like 2022 with the holidays coming up?
No, the stripped down Frenic will probably be out soon. And like I believe a new single out soon. We're hoping to get those two things out soon for 2022. And then once 2022 hits, we'll have more music. But we also did a cover that I've just been wanting to do. So we have that as like a fun thing. It's nothing like serious. We just went quick. They threw it down, and I just threw down vocals. It took not that long at all. We didn't spend too much time, but we wanted to get a cool cover out because we covered the song before and people really liked it. So we figured we'd do something.
So how'd you come up with the name Drama Scream?
Okay. This is probably the worst story ever. So we couldn't think of a band name, and we were all just like, oh, how about this? How about that? And everything we wanted was like taken, or it was just too metal. Like it was just too like death. Like it sounded like I should sound like a demon. Well, I guess my screams are demon-like, but it was just like really like sounding. So we were like, no, we can't do that. So then I was like, well, someone's like, oh, what if we use your name? And I'm like, I don't want to use my name. And so then I think Steve said something like, oh, well, what about like Drama Queen? Because you're such a drama queen or something. Or something of that nature. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, what if we did like Scream? So then we were like, oh, Drama Scream. Like, that would be cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like it. And we were like, okay, that's cool. So at first we weren't sold on the name, but now we've kind of like, we've been playing so long that we're like, we've turned into Drama Scream, I guess you would say, because it can mean a lot of different things. So like, yeah, it comes from Drama Queen because I have a flair for the dramatic and I love like really emotional. I'm like a very emotional human being, whatever. But I think there's a lot of it in metal anyway, because there's always drama in music, and you know the drama scene of music alone. So it kind of fits into a lot of different things. So yeah.
I see.
We kind of just stuck with it.
I see you kind of play that up with what you do in the videos. All the past videos I've watched, you've kind of used the band name in. I don't want to call it your character because it's you, but when you're in that video, you're kind of like taking on the persona of Drama Scream, and that's what that's exactly what you're trying to get across in the song, in the videos, right? Right.
Yeah. It's funny because that you say persona because I believe like when people meet me, you know, usually before we go on, I'll usually be, you know, I have my glasses on and I'll, you know, just be kind of hanging out trying to get merch ready is usually what I do because I'll sell the merch for the band. And people will come up and say, oh, I'm really excited to hear you, you know, blah, blah. And they think their pre-perception of us is very different than what happens after they see us on stage because they, you know, it's always, and very, very nice. You know, usually people are just like, oh my God, I didn't expect that to come out of you and blah, blah, blah. And it's like for me, when I go on stage, that's when I kind of come alive. Like it's like not an outer body experience, but it is very much a persona. Like I feel like I can be, not myself. I'm pretty outgoing, but around new people, I'm not always. But when I'm on stage, I love to entertain. Like that's just my thing. I love entertaining people.
So who does the writing in the band? You and one of the members, the whole band? How does that come about?
Usually Steve starts with a guitar riff, and then him and the guys put the music together. And then they bring it to the studio, and our producer Joe will usually like help them, and then I'll come in and do vocals, and then once I start doing my vocals and writing lyrics, the music can change. Like maybe it'll shorten, maybe we'll say, okay, well we need this here. So it starts with Steve, and then it goes to me, and our producer Joe helps us a lot. So he's great, he's amazing.
Yeah, you guys got some great mixes, and all the tunes that I've heard, just really, your vocals in particular, like really like get across real strong, and what you said about your screams, they're very unique in the style you do it. And you weren't trying to mimic anybody, you're just out there just trying to do your thing on those screams, right?
Yeah, most of my screams come from what I want it to sound like. So, if it's if there's a feeling of anger, I want it to sound a certain way. So it's just kind of more like what I'm going for. Like in Who Waits specifically, that scream, I was thinking of scary movies, like those like a banshee scream, like something that's really makes your blood curdle. And so I just kind of figure out how to do it, and then I do it, and that's what we do.
So you guys got any shows coming up? What's the gigging situation?
We are playing. COVID kind of messed certain shows up, but we've been playing. We just played last week. We're opening for Hinder in Cleveland, Ohio, this coming Friday, the 5th of October, at the Odeon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then after that, we're in Oneonta, New York, at a place called the Black Oak Tavern. We've never been there. We're playing there. And then we're in Waterloo at a place called F&A's in December. But we'll be adding shows. We kind of add shows sporadically. Sometimes it'll be only a 3 weeks notice, just with the way everything is.
Has it been picking up lately?
It has, depending on, we've had a lot of offers. The problem is they're hours and hours away.
Yeah.
And that can be difficult for us, especially when we have to travel during the week, because we're all still working full time.
Yeah, so that would make that would definitely.
So we have to have it kind of set up in advance,
Yeah.
Well, if you ever come out to Michigan, you better look us up, because we'll bring some people down to rock our faces to your great music.
We'll definitely come out. As long as it's planned, we're good to go. I mean, it's we just have to know, and if everything lines up, we try to do 3 shows in a row or something. I know we talked to Curtain Call, so it's our management, and they said something about coming to Michigan, so we said we would definitely do that.
Yeah, I always got their back there, so because they have so many great bands like you guys. Why don't you tell everybody how they can find you on the socials?
On Facebook, it's just Drama Scream. On Instagram, it is just Drama Scream. It's all one word, though. Drama Scream's always one word. It's not 2 words. And then we started our TikTok. I'm really bad at it because, surprisingly, even though I like to entertain people, they made it 2 words on TikTok. I don't know why, but it should only be 1 word. Okay. I'm bad at TikTok because I hate being on the spot doing videos, look at me videos, because I'm not good at that, but I'm trying to be better.
Yeah, just pretend you're on stage. You'll be good.
Yeah, it's hard. But we're on, and then Instagram, Facebook, and then Spotify, Apple, iTunes. It's all just look up Drama Scream. We are right there. Like I said, 1 word, Drama Scream.
Awesome. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Much success in the future, and anything new that you guys put out, please send our way so we can help promote you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, that was Lauren from the band Drama Scream.